What is going on today, guys? Welcome back to an episode of WNN, your source for the music and music production news. Today we'll be talking about a $750,000 sound system. Yeah, a new plugin with the craziest visuals I ever seen, as well as Deezer deleting 26 million songs. That sounds like a made-up number. First thing we're going to look at today is Beam, what they label as an interactive effects playground plugin. They also label it a multi-effect. I may come off as a slight hater here, which is totally abnormal, by the way. That's basically because I feel like everybody's really hyping this thing up, and it's because it looks good. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I don't know if it's quite there yet. Anyways, let me tell you what it is first. It is a multi-effect plugin with what they label as a cutting-edge granular engine, convolution reverb, and filters with an innovative dynamic audio graph system. It is essentially just 3 effects, so calling it a multi-effects plugin, multi is doing a lot of work there. So the space node is a convolution reverb with impulse responses. The grains node is a real-time granular effect. You can have up to 3 parallel grain engines at once. Then the filters, low pass, high pass, band pass. Then I guess the real selling point here is the dynamic graph, the fact that you can draw your own chain, allowing you to make parallel paths, as well as building a serial chain. It has 250 presets, 150 impulse responses, 100 node presets, preset generator. So there's like an automatic preset generator. That's kind of interesting. So you can generate new presets from scratch with the click of a button using a proprietary probability cluster algorithm. And then an expanding ecosystem. I need more nodes. Realistically, I need more nodes if you're trying to sell me on this. Now, if you look around YouTube, people are quite enthralled with this plugin, and I think it's due to the UI. The UI is quite hypnotic. It looks like a Final Fantasy node system.
It's time to reshape audio effects. Combining beautiful granular processing with a futuristic reverb engine. And a new way to visualize your creative process. This is Beam.
Like I said, Final Fantasy node system with lightning.
A flowing, growing ecosystem of modern effects.
Honestly, I wouldn't really hate on this that much because I like the idea, I like the way it looks, but it only has 3 effects. A flowing, growing ecosystem of modern effects is kind of overselling it at this point. Like, it would be a lot cooler if there was at least even 5 would be not so bad. 10 maybe? At this point, it's more of like just a reverb, filter, and granular effect engine. That's realistically what it is here. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. I think what they're calling it at the moment is not accurate. Will it become an ecosystem of modern effects? Hopefully. Yeah, actually, I would like this thing to be great. It's only $59 on sale. $99 normal price. If you're paying $99 for this, that's kind of insane for just these 3 effects. Now, there are a few selling points of it. It's not all just the visuals, but I feel like a lot of people are hypnotized by the visuals of this. It looks good, but I feel like if you closed your eyes, you would not be as excited about it.
System of modern effects. With layers of parallel processing and detailed modulation.
I will say that is pretty cool about it, how you can essentially like create your own chain with it visually. While you could just do this in your DAW, at least it looks pretty, right? It looks shiny.
And motion. Light up your sound.
Like, what I really want is, I know I'd never shut up about Infiltrator, but I want this, but with Infiltrator's effects. Give me this with Infiltrator's effects, and I'll throw like $300 at you. I know some people are probably like, okay, this is going to be crazy. There's no way my computer can run this. They have said that it's very optimized. I haven't used it yet because there's no trial, and I'm not paying $59 for 3 effects personally. I do think it has potential. Like, while it sounds like I'm hating pretty hard, I do think this has potential. I do think they released it too early, though. Just 3 effects is not really, that's not selling me. And they have stated that there will be more nodes that they add, and it sounds like they're going to charge for them. I don't know what to say. It sounds like it's going to be an expensive path. You know, if you're gonna have to pay for each effect, or I don't know how they're gonna charge for it yet. It might be a bundle of effects that you can use as an expansion with it. It's funny that their company name is Lunacy. This is a little bit of lunacy, in my opinion. Just a little bit. Yeah, like I said, if you look up this plugin on YouTube, everybody's they're doing the old glaze. You know, this is Beam by Lunacy Audio. And beautiful granular reverb to anything. The future of audio plugins, Beam. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, the future of audio plugins is just gonna be all visual. Not so much focus on the actual effects or features. I hate how I have to be positioned as a hater here because everybody's taking this shill stance on this, you know? Like, there's no nuanced evaluation of this from what I can tell. Maybe I'm just not as hypnotized by a visual interface as some other people. I don't know. And this is not intended to be a review, obviously. I'm kind of just going through it and giving some commentary on from an outsider's perspective, you know? I mean, sounds like granular stuff. It does sound pretty good, though. I will say that. The actual sound of it sounds pretty good. You know, without a back-to-back comparison, it's really hard to compare it to something else. I don't know. That personally to me, that I hate that. Maybe I just heard too many granular effects in my day. Sounds granular. I feel like anyone who's not hypnotized by the visuals, we're gonna need more nodes to be sold on this, especially at the full price. 59, you know, not super bad. Yeah, there's my hate speech on Lunacy Beam. But I don't know, what are your guys' thoughts on this? Am I insane? Am I out of my mind? Because this isn't crap, per se. I wouldn't say this is crap. I would say it's pretty visuals with okay features, you know? And I feel like for the price point, they couldn't really charge this if it didn't look so nice. It needs more effects in order to justify this price point. Probably gonna get ratioed hard for this one. Gonna get my head chopped off probably. For this next story, I had to download an ad block plugin because music business worldwide. What the is this? There's so much on the screen. Like, are you short on money? Are you really this willing to up the viewing experience on your website? Okay, so this actually happened a few weeks ago. Only came on my radar recently because of a Curtis King video. I probably didn't know about it because who uses Deezer? But apparently Deezer has deleted 26 million useless tracks since it launched the artist-centric model that a Universal Music Group helped put into place. First thing I want to say here, Deezer CEO looking like alternate universe Ken doll. I feel like there's more jokes to make about him. That's all I got. I don't got a lot here. Something is off, though. He looks like he'd either be a very normal, friendly dude or a serial killer. There's no in between. It's one of those two. So essentially, they discuss the platforms being flooded with low-quality content. Hey, I just make the music, all right? I don't judge the quality of the content. If you want to remove my music because you think it's low quality, well then you, okay? There's a lot of content now getting uploaded to our platform every week. There's a lot of duplicated content. There's a lot of content that is not even music. And at a certain point, you get way too much content that is useless for the users. I'm trying my best here, all right? You, all right? I think you're duplicated and useless. You look like a Ken doll. You're a duplicate. They stated that it can create a bad user experience. Listen, if I want to subject them to a bad user experience, that is my business, all right? That is not your business. To be realistic, though, does anyone use fucking Deezer? Does anyone here use Deezer? They do actually address the problem of AI possibly flooding the catalog. So it turns out they have removed 26 million songs in the month since it first launched artist-centric payment system. There has to be civilian casualties here. The tracks that have been removed include noise, mono-track albums, albums made of copies of a single track, fake artists, and tracks that haven't been listened to in the past 12 months. Listen, okay, just because no one listens to my music doesn't mean you should fucking delete it. What if they're gonna listen to it tomorrow? Also, fake artist? You're a fake person. Is this a good or bad thing? We don't really know because we don't know exactly what is being deleted. And I don't think too many people use Deezer, so no one even gives a shit to begin with. I think if this is actually happening on Spotify or iTunes or Apple Music or something, people would actually probably know about it. I do think there is an issue with this in the fact that they are deleting songs that people haven't listened to in 12 months. So basically, if you don't market yourself constantly, when you're like a new artist, you just are going to get your shit deleted on Deezer. That's basically the message they're sending here. I do understand deleting noise tracks, deleting duplicates, AI stuff, but you could be deleting the Kendrick that hasn't been found yet. And you're talking about wanting to keep stuff with the human touch. The amount of listeners is not what dictates that. Today in What the Actual, we have a $750,000 sound system, and it's really not that big. Don't say it. Don't you dare. Don't you say it either. None of you say it here. All right, you ready for the $750,000 sound system? Pretty underwhelming, right? It is called Suprema, and it has unsurpassed sound. The most ambitious project of Sonus Faber. Listen, Product so expensive, I can't even fucking pronounce it. It reflects the pinnacle of audio engineering. Imagine playing this in an untreated room with a bunch of people talking. Unsurpassed excellence. We got a video. Yeah. Hey babe, we got a video. Of course it's in some sort of fucked up aspect ratio. Why wouldn't it be? Why did they upload to Vimeo? Who the fuck uses Vimeo? That's like using Deezer. If you didn't get that joke, basically no one did, because what the fuck are either of those things? Oh my god, the fucking hand sliding on it. Holy shit. Wait, this is amazing right here. I need to see that again. Now we got a guy wiping it down. What's with their obsession with like wiping it down? First we had the hand, and now we got the guy cleaning up the fingerprints with it with a fucking rag. I appreciate how they are zooming in way too close. That way you can't see how underwhelming the size of this is. Don't say it. You don't say it either. He's just sitting there in front of it and he's like, what have I done with my life? I spent $750,000 on this stupid speaker system. No one's even here with me to listen to it. I've chased all the people out of my life in order to buy this $750,000 speaker system. Hey, $750,000 for a sound system? Inflation's done a number here, all right? Either way, give me this. I'm still gonna make some shitty rhythm. That's it for this video. I should have more stories out tomorrow. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, subscribe if you're new. If every person who presses a like button on this video, I promise to 100% give you your own $750,000 sound system. No cap, no lie. If you want to support this channel, consider joining my Patreon or becoming a channel member. For as low as $5 a month, you get access to exclusive content that I upload pretty much weekly, as well as exclusive goodies such as sound packs and more. I'll see you guys next time.
The Bang Incorporated.